I have two presentations. This is just like a summary of everything I said earlier, just to put it in context, right? So, what is software engineering basically, right? What is software engineering basically? It's a process, right? It's a process. It's not like UI UX that you have to learn Figma to be able to do UI designs, or graphic design that you have to learn CorelDRAW or Vector. But instead, it's a process. It's a principle, set of steps, that you have to follow to achieve product quality. So software testing is a process of evaluating a software to ensure that it works as intended. That means if this software is meant to, if you click on it and it's meant to do a call, right? We're using Google Meet, for example. If you're supposed to do a call, then you should do a call, right? If I click on a button and I'm expecting that I submit my login information and it opens my email address for me, right? Is it working that way? Is it not opening the email of another person to me? Those are the things that we do as software testers to ensure that the software does exactly what it's meant to do. So it's a process, right? Number two is making sure that users have great experience, right? So it means that before the product gets to users, quality checks have been done to ensure that the product that you are using is not faulty. How we all get frustrated when you're not able to chat on your WhatsApp, or you're making call, or something is not happening, or you're trying to send a file, is giving you an error, especially errors that does not seem like English language, then it frustrates the user. I don't know if you've gone to popular apps on Google Play Store, for example, those that use Android or App Store, and you go and read reviews, right? For me personally, before I would even download that app, I'll go and read the reviews and see what are people saying about this particular application. And Google also have like a system where they rank applications that have better reviews higher than the ones that have poor reviews. As a matter of fact, if your review is dropping to a certain level, they will ask you to they will withdraw your app from the Play Store. And that means you have lost customers, you have lost money, right? So as software tester, your goal is to ensure that users have great experience. And because of that, testers are like advocates for the users. They are part of the skill of a software tester is empathy, right? So you are empathizing with the user, with the customers. You are feeling you are going to try to feel their pain. So what is the user going to expect when they are using this application? How are they supposed to, what's this application supposed to do for them? Is it going to give them, is it going to stress them? Is this button here, this button is useless? Or this button, there's supposed to be a button that is supposed to be here to tell them that this is what they should do when they are trying to do this. That's work of testers. So they're always advocating for the end user or customers, right? And lastly, we try to find problems before customers do, because by the time customers do, it becomes you're losing money, right? The company is losing money, you're losing credibility, you're losing customers and all of those things. So it becomes a problem for the entire organization. So software testers are meant to find the problem before the customers do. And that's why software testing matters, right? I have a quote here from one guy, Michael Bolton, not the one that sings though. He said, it's a tester's job is to ask the questions that users would ask, not the ones that developers expect. So developers usually I mean, I've been a developer, or I'm still a developer, right? We always have this cloud in our head. Once we just we just write our code, we expect that this thing, because we are techie, we expect that the user is supposed to be techie. The video in my head right now is a video of someone trying to open the a car door, right? And then the owner of the car is entering to the car through the window of the car. of the door, instead of opening the door and entering the car, it's jumping into the car through the car window. Like, how did we not think about the possibility that a user might want to use the car window to enter into the car? Let's say maybe the doorknob stopped working, so in that case, let's make the car window bigger so that it can take the user, the driver out of the car. Do you get my point? So maybe that's why the cars, the windows of the cars are that big. Maybe that's why they're that big. We don't know. So software testing matters because every app you have used, the one that we are using right now, for this meeting, has been tested by someone like you are going to become, hopefully, right? Bad software costs companies lots of money and frustrates users. It costs money and users are frustrated. Especially, imagine if it's your bank app. Today is clinical, and you are trying to log into your GTB app and it's not logging in. You know how infuriated you would be, the kind of curses that you would cost them, and the kind of tweets or WhatsApp status that you would post. We software testers are the one that tries to, save you from all those things. So we are like heroes, right? So software testing eventually actually saves money, because what it would have cost you to push a bad product out there, lose credibility, and all of those things, software testing and quality assurance protects you from all of that, from that headache, and ensures that your company has a good face. So do we have any question at this point before I move to the next thing? Okay. All right. So now let's look at this. Let's go into the session proper. Yep. All right. So, introduction to software testing and quality assurance engineering. Right. So like I said earlier, what is software testing? It's a process, right, of evaluating and verifying that a software application or system meets the specified requirements, underlying requirements, and functions correctly. Now, the normal process of software development nowadays is meant that we have an idea to build an app. What idea? Well, let's have an idea in this class. Let's take an example. Does someone have an idea in the chat? Drop an idea of an app in the chat. Can someone drop an idea in the chat of an app in the chat? Nini, what is Nini? Oh, Gigi. Okay, Gigi. Okay, Gigi, right? Gigi means it's a app that we want people to list a product that they want to sell, right? A product that they want to sell from different parts of the country, right? Okay, so instead of Gigi, let's call it Nini, because Gigi's already existing now. So because it doesn't exist before, so as the ideator, Temitayo said, Jumia is Jumia. Okay, so we say that we want to sell products. So let's say this product falls under e-commerce category, right? And basically we want people to be able to buy and sell stuff people that have stuff to list. So all these things that I'm telling you, right, that is what we call requirements, right? So what are the requirements for this particular product or idea that I have that I want people to use? What are the requirements? So in a normal case, you would draft the requirement, maybe by yourself or with the help of a product manager. They will draft the software requirements. Say, oh, when a user signs in, they should be able to see, create a list, right? And then they should be able to put the name of the product. They should be able to upload pictures. They should be able to upload price. They should be able to upload the conditions of the item, and they should be able to click post, right? So that's the requirement, okay? And also for the buyer, let's say it now says that someone is able to come to the place, see the list of available products, maybe by category, and I'm able to click on it to see the one that I want, and I'm able to contact the seller, and then I can buy. Now that's a requirement. So as a software tester, what we do is to check that a software meets that particular requirement, right? That a software meets that particular requirement. It functions correctly as described by the owner of the product, right? So what are the key objectives of software tester or software testing? Number one, find defects. When we say defects, it means like this thing is not working the way it's supposed to. Let's fix it. It means that when I click to list a product, it does not show me that I have uploaded that product to. It just shows, it doesn't show me anything. It doesn't give me any feedback. So that's a defect. That's a bug. So our goal, the goal is to find defects and bugs before release, right? Ensure that software meets the requirements. So it's not like, oh, the user is supposed to be able to upload products for sale, but instead they are now able to let me see they are only able to post the price and not the product. You know, the picture is not uploading. You understand what I'm saying? So that means it's not meeting the requirement, because the requirement says that I must be able to upload the image of the product that I want to sell, right? So if I'm not able to upload the image of the product I'm going to sell, that means the person that wants to buy it is not going to be able to see what I want to buy, and eventually there's a break in communication. The product is not working fine. So verify the functionality to be working as expected. Then also, not just to verify, find areas where there is need for improvement, right? Improvement in the software quality, experience, and reliability, right? Of course, the more the software testers test it and test it, the more you as the owner of the product, you would have confidence that yes, this thing is working as it's expected to. And then you would have the confidence or the go ahead, the final check by the software testers or quality assurance engineers that, okay, this product is ready to go to the market. If the software testers or quality assurance engineers does not certify these products ready for the market, you dare not put it out there. If you put it out there, you're putting yourself in trouble. And that's why you would see in products that are not softwares, maybe hardware, maybe your AC or fans, somewhere you will always see quality check mark. There's a stamp on it. You know, there's a stamp on it. There's an identification number, you know, that this product has gone through a check and it has been certified ready for market. If they should send it, I mean, how many? I don't know if there was, if anyone remembers the year that Toyota had a brake, that they had brake issue in the US, that all the cars were just failing brakes, and they had to recall thousands of cars across the world back to Toyota's factory. Do you know how much Toyota lost that year? And just because the testing was not done properly. But now that's hardware. Now put that into software, right? And we all know that tech is the new oil. A lot of apps are coming up there. There are millions of apps on both App Store and places, and there are billions of websites out there. So, you know, so software quality software and quality assurance, software testing and quality assurance is very important, right?